Well, and now we want to go back to West Africa, where Sierra Leoneans are going to the polls on March the 7th to choose a new president, parliament, and local council. Incumbent President Ernest Bai Koroma will not run for office again. He served the maximum constitutionally allowed 10 years in office. Now, the main contest is expected to be between the ruling All People's Congress Party, Samura Kamara, and opposition's Sierra Leone People's Party candidate Julius Maada Bio, who briefly led a junta government in the year 1996. Now, the two parties currently dominate Sierra Leone's politics. Now, VOA reporter Peter Clottey is in Freetown. He actually spoke a while ago with one of the candidates. Let's listen.
It's been a very, very interesting journey. There are so many challenges that I've faced along the way, but I think we're on a good home stretch.
Ahead of the elections, I have seen a couple of cases where there have been election-related violence. What are your views, and what do you tell your supporters concerning eschewing violence ahead of the elections?
In actual fact, most of my speeches that I give the past couple of weeks has been more emphasizing on nonviolence. And I try to paint a scenario to my supporters, and when I speak in general, I mean, there's a mixture of people supporting all the different parties. And I tell them, amongst us politicians, among us flag bearers, we socialize, we meet at functions, we eat together, we drink together. And why on earth would our supporters be killing each other? And I try to paint that picture for them to realize that the election is not about muscle, it's not about fighting, it's about ideas. You either buy into it or you don't. And I find it very upsetting when I hear of cases where family members are no longer speaking to each other because of their political views. And I explain to them that, look, Sierra Leone has a small population. The goal with this election is for us to stop, to pray, to think who is the best candidate to move Sierra Leone forward.
Well, looking at the way the Electoral Commission has comported itself, transparency-wise, are you comfortable with it alongside some of your candidates, colleague candidates ahead of the elections?
I think if anybody says they're comfortable, we'll be being a little naive. We had big issues about allowing our cars on the road, and from the last election where nobody was allowed to move, you basically voted and went home. And somewhere around 6 p.m., the whole country was plunged into darkness. And the way the country has been run so far does not speak well of us having confidence that everything is going to be free, is going to be fair, boxes are not going to end up in garbage cans. No, I am going to be on ease, on edge, until the last vote is counted.
So let me ask you about your realistic chances, because I've heard people say, you are Johnny come lately. What do you say to them when they ask you about your realistic chances of beating the APC?
I believe that if I do not feel my chances are good, I would not be in the race. And I think the APC, as much money as they're throwing around, I think for the most part the electorate knows their game. It's been ongoing for 10 years. And I am in the race to win it, so I have to favor my chances. And I think that Sierra Leone is ready for a different set of eyes on our problems and on our solutions. I think the APC has really passed their sell-by date, and for the most part, the people of Sierra Leone are fully aware. But then the people will decide.
You know, Sierra Leoneans can be conservative about the leadership role. Some are saying Sierra Leoneans are not ready for a woman president right now. What do you tell them?
I think Sierra Leone is ready for a good president who happens to be female. I think that if I were a presidential candidate who went on radio, came on your interview, and just spoke gibberish, nonsense, then Sierra Leone would see through me in a minute. But if what I'm saying they're relating to, it makes sense to them, then I am as viable a candidate as any of the other 15 presidential candidates.
What is your message to the people of Sierra Leone before the elections and as you round up your campaign for the elections in a few days' time?
Well, there are two messages I give, no matter where I am speaking. I first of all try to let them know the importance of their vote. I really try to tell them there are countries that are still battling for this democracy that we're enjoying today, and it is precious. Your vote is so critical that when somebody gives you a T-shirt and 30,000, if it is your wish to accept it, do so, but then do so with another comment that, thank you for this T-shirt, but I want good schools. I want good hospitals. I want good roads. I want to be able to go to the bathroom and flush my toilet. I want to be able to wake up at 6, get ready for school and leave, not wake up at 3, spend 2 hours getting water, and then walk 6-7 miles to school and 6-7 miles home. Thanks for your T-shirt, but I need a little more from you.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.